We have the data report, so that's why the colleagues from the council is doing very carefully to try to have the parallel data and see how Chinese view the situation, view the question, the result, and how the Americans look at these questions. So we have a very clear the result to show how the people from the two countries look at each other, how Chinese look at the relationship between the two countries, and especially to help to understand why is that. The first point I would say, both Chinese and American would say that their country can take part in a very active role in the world. It's basically 64% of American and 66 Chinese say that they will see their country become more active. So that's why from China's side, the general public was a very high support to the government. For them, they're doing more in the peacekeeping, the trip in the UN, and also would like to very actively involve in the country.
Like said that China is reliable, cited strong economic ties between the two countries, and views about it not being a reliable partner tended to focus on differences between the political system or perceptions of China as being a self-interested power and not interested in cooperation. But Americans also clearly see it as important. 55% said it was very important, making it the most important relationship Americans identified in the Asia Pacific, more than US-Japan, US-Korea, or US-India relations.
Sort of this bipartisan consensus on embedding China in the global world order and making sure that it has bought into it, which I would argue they have for the most part. Obviously, there's some problems in terms of different views on things like North Korea and Iran, but when you're talking about the order and institutions China is definitely in, I think the key risk to me, the key potential challenge going forward is when it comes to U.S.-China specifically, because the relationship has been so predicated on the economic side, on trade, and on sort of bilateral investments, U.S. companies going to China, Chinese companies coming here. That is a very important constituency in both countries to support a continuation of the economic relationship. But there is some evidence that that potential coalition may be fraying a little bit, especially in the United States.